So even though I've got gaiters on, the water still hits me here, and then the water goes down inside my gaiters if I'm on a long journey. So it's not the ideal solution. It helps, but I still get wet feet and wet socks. So I've learned to keep extra socks at school also. And then of course you get a dirty bike also. The mud goes all over my exhaust, all over my engine, just because all the water comes out of here. If anybody can find a solution for this, please tell me. Please share the patent. We can make lots of money. As always, it's sunny, but don't let the sun fool you. Look at those clouds, and look at the water on the ground. It's just saturated. So even though it's not raining, I can still get very wet on my Meteor because of the road spray. Good morning, Hector. How are you? Okay. And you can see that the canal is full up today. I've known it nearly get so high that it's nearly came into my garage, but not quite. So yeah, it's a nice day, but not a nice day. And this was my clean bike that I'd cleaned, ready to sell. I kept it in the garage immaculate for 2 weeks after 20,000 kilometers, thinking I'm going to get a buyer. Sadly, I didn't get a buyer, and I've decided to use it as my daily transport again. And it was clean until yesterday when I drove on wet roads. So I thought today would be a great idea to actually take off the front mudguard. Because the problem is always here. The water comes out of here massively. Sprays my legs, sprays my engine, sprays my clean bike. Where this one, my old steed, no such cutout. The water runs at the bottom where it should do. But it does have a larger front fork, 16 centimeters across. And one of the reasons I bought the Meteor is that it's got a large front wheel and tyre, exactly the same as my old Honda Steed, 190/19, giving it a centrifugal pull on the front and taking out all those bumps in the road. The Meteor, however, the front forks are only 16 centimeters apart, hence why the front mudguard has got those two cutouts at the front. The old man needs a seat. And an Allen key socket wrench, and we're going to take off the bottom two bolts, not the top two for now, and the same on the other side. There they are, just like that. Same on the other side. Now it's a tight fit taking it out because the forks are so close together. Hence why there's a cutout on the mudguard. You have to push them together to take them out, and there's a chance you can scratch the black paint on the forks. So I just use a piece of paper and try and wedge it in there so I don't scratch it as much as I possibly could as we lift them out. Because what we're going to do now is push in and lift up. Have to push in and lift up. It's not easy, but it's possible. There we go, she's out. See if we can come out. And then again a second push to squeeze it together and get it out all together. And there we go, our chocolate fire guard. This is the problem. This bracket underneath is hidden from view, so it makes the mudguard look very beautiful, very pretty, but the friction of the water here pushes it out the side. You can see I've had this off before. I've tried to silicone seal it so the water can't come out, it just goes through underneath, but to no avail. So we're going to have a second attempt today to try and fix this. The under bracket will come out, and this is the issue. The water is just hitting it, little stones are trapping in it, and it's coming out the sides. And it wasn't silicone I used, luckily it was putty that I used, so I can take that out, but it didn't work. It didn't work. So today we're going to try something different. I'm going to try old pieces of plastic bottle, thank you, and make a cover. Let's just see how it works. The same size wheel as my wheel and tyre as my Honda Steve, and look, 20,000 kilometers and the tyres are still good, still good. Well, 20,000 miles, sorry, 20,000 kilometers and 2 years of wet Thailand roads and no rust. So good powder coating, very good powder coating, very well done, Mr. 4K23, good job. So that's the issue really, when the water from the front wheel hits underneath, it all comes out the side here instead of travelling all the way to the back. Let's take the metal bracket off. Oops. Let's take the metal bracket off and give it a go. Look, nothing out the side much at all, right through. Hello Hector, how are you today? I'm just doing one bolt up to start with because I don't want the plastic to be taut. It has to be curved to match this curve on the metal bracket. So let's give it a go. Mark it with my sharp screwdriver again. burn a hole through it again. And that will stop it from splitting. Hello Tom, how are you? You've been in the wars, boy, haven't you? Eh? Well, it's on. What do you think? What do you think? It's clear. You can't see it, apart from the dirt. You can't see it. And is it going to stop the water coming out? I do hope. I really do hope. On this side, I've decided to extend it to see if it makes any difference. It's Mickey Mouse, but you have to try something, right? Have to try something. So, in hindsight, I think it has to be one sheet of plastic so the water can't get behind it, but we will see. Let's give it a go. So please let it be known, I'm not a Royal Enfield hater, quite the opposite in fact. I'm quite passionate about this bike. It's the best bike I think I've ever owned, and it handles so well. The first bike I've ever been confident to corner so low that I can scrape the foot pegs. That's how good it rides, because of that large front centrifugal wheel, I think. So well done. Just the front forks is the problem. That mudguard too close with the cutouts. So I don't know what the solution is really. Yeah, let's see if that does anything different. So we've got a plastic shield extended on this side. If it doesn't work, I'll just cut it back. It's easy to do without taking it off again. But I do have a plastic cover right up to the top, and this side is the pretty side, right? So you don't see any of the plastic, a little bit maybe, but you just don't see it. And I'm hoping that I've achieved something. I think it'll be a bit like my gaiters. It'll help a little bit, but not 100%. It really needs the bracket on top, just like every other Royal Enfield. Wow, the sound speeded up. Yes, it really does sound like a Harley. So anyway, it's end of evening now, the sun's gone down and it's cool enough at last to do some chores. So the bike's going to get a bath and we're going to test that front guard with some water. So I don't know how this is going to work out on wet roads yet, because it's not rained the last couple of days and I really want to post this video, so you will find out the results in the next video. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, please ask. If you think this video is too long, let me know. I'm quite new at this and I'm quite enjoying it really, so just let me know what you want to see, what you want to get from the channel. All right, thanks guys.